Gas-powered cannons used to scare birds from farmland should be banned, according to campaigners. There's been an increase in the number of complaints about devices, which some local residents say are disturbing the peace near farms in East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire. But farmers say that they are a vital tool to keep hungry birds away from their crops. Our Rural Affairs correspondent Lindsay Smith has more.
Gas gun bird scarers. Noisy but effective. Farmers say they're essential to protect young crops from hungry birds. But for Dave and his wife, they're causing a headache. Literally. They moved to Lincolnshire for a peaceful retirement.
They sound like bombs going off. It sounds like a war zone when you've got them coming at you from every which way. They wake us up early because they're setting off from, at the moment, anything from 5:30 onwards. In the garden, you want sort of tranquil conditions when you're working in the garden, and it can be quite disturbing.
The NFU has a code of practice which says farmers should not use the scarers before 6 a.m. or after 10 p.m, place them 200 metres from sensitive buildings such as hospitals, and consider that noise travels further downwind. But they say in the countryside, what comes first is crops, not quiet.
The countryside is also the workplace for the farmers. So a farmer's field is no different to an industrial unit. It's a manufacturing area where food is produced. So people that live in the countryside need to be sympathetic towards why farmers are actually doing this. But on the other hand, farmers will also be very sympathetic towards local residents, and it's very important that people that live in the countryside get on with each other.
There are online campaigns dedicated to getting the loudest bangers banned. In East Yorkshire and Lincolnshire, councils received at least 170 complaints last year. Some are seeing a big increase in letters about farmers' use of these devices.
If they don't really want to play the game, in the end, we can put an abatement order on them, which means that they have to abide by what we're asking. And if they don't, it means that in the fullness of time, we can actually take court action against them. We don't want to do that.
I think the only way of controlling it is to implement a total ban on them. Code of conduct up here isn't working properly.
Dave would like to see other types of bird scarers take prominence, but farmers insist the countryside is for food production, not peace and quiet. Lindsay Smith, BBC Look North, Alford.
My thoughts on this story. What do you think about it? Should farmers be allowed to use this type of bird scarer, or should people who live in the countryside be entitled to peace and quiet? If you want to be in touch, we'll have some before we finish at 7. Maybe you think it's a bunch of townies who are moaning, who've moved to the countryside. Let me know your thoughts on this. We'll have some before we finish at 7. The text number is 81333, 81333. Start the text with the word Look North. Follow me on Twitter, Peter_Levy. Tweet now or email in. Look forward to hearing from you.